How's it going, good friends? This is another installment of Mail Call. We have a lot of questions to be answered today, so let's get right into it. Philip Jordan wants to know, hey Brian, I watch your YouTube channel all the time. I want to know when you will be selling the Marolex pump sprayers. Interested in the Axle 7000. They're all fantastic, Philip. I'm not going to be selling them, but keep an eye on luxurymicrofiber.com. I'm going to try and find the time to record a video on the sprayers. Again, I already did 2 of them. I have more and I want to get them all together, shoot a good video on them, and I'll put the link down below. These guys are fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to get them in your hands and start using them and give me some feedback. The next question, Greg Gordon. He has a 2015 black E350 Mercedes. He also owns the Root Mark II and a Griot's Garage 3-inch. He has the Meguiar's 110 and 210, and he has their cutting disc and polishing pads. And he used it on that Mercedes, and he got good results, but not perfect on a daily driver. Well, Greg, if it is a daily driver, I wouldn't go for perfection unless you just have some very minor blemishes. You don't want to take the clear coat down on a daily driver really at all if you don't have to. An enhancement or a one-step, you talk about maybe switching over to 3D1 instead of the Meguiar's. That's a good idea. Grab the 3D1 and a Eurofiber 50/50 pad. On that paint, a one-step or an enhancement with those 2 products will be just enough. Protect it, and then practice cautionary wash methods so you don't put any more imperfections back into paint. You can't just keep correcting and correcting and correcting. Do it one time, protect it, practice safe techniques of wash and care, and you will be absolutely fine. Next, Matthew Marnella lives in Erie, PA. Hello, neighbor. And he wants something to get him through the next 6 months. I know how much it snows up there. I understand completely. He already has Ultimate Fast Finish and Hybrid Ceramic Wax, but is willing to go out and get Power Lock and Seal and Shine. If you're willing to go get to order Power Lock or Seal and Shine, I would get one of those 2. That will get you through the next 6 months up there easily. Bill Halstead also lives in the Northeast, and he wants to know how to get to the point, the best way to get to the point where you can lay down protection. The best way to prep. A good wash, traffic film remover. You can add a ½ ounce of Power Clean in your pre-wash solution. Also do clay where needed, if needed. Don't clay your vehicle unless it's absolutely needed, because you really should polish it after that. A great iron remover to remove ferrous metals. I have a dedicated video on that as well. And if you could do a quick enhancement with a very fine polish, do an exfoliation with something like Angel Wax Perfect Polish or something with a very fine or mild abrasive, and then you can use an IP solution, make sure there's no residue or old wax or old sealant, and then you can lay down your coating or your sealant or whatever you choose to protect that car for the harsh winter. The next question is a good one from Brian Miller. He understands safe practices when it comes to aftercare and washes when you do correct your car paint and have it where you want it. Like I said, you want to correct it one time and then done. You don't want to keep shaving it. So he wants to know, he has a Shine Master and he wants to use it to apply waxes and sealants with it. Then, if I recommend not to keep shaving it and doing one steps and enhancements every 6 months. So yeah, use the Shine Master with a black application pad. Those are very soft, non-aggressive at all. You can use it to apply waxes, reapply sealants. You can use the Shine Master to remove an old wax or a sealant with a very light polish pad. Those are usually red or maroon. Every polish pad line has a different color for that, but it's going to be one step above the black finish pad. That you can do every 6 months or so. But again, just don't polish or compound it regularly. Next, Peter Holmes has a vehicle that is coated, has a ceramic coating, and he has bird dropping etchings on the coating. And yes, it's going to happen. Some scratching, some hard water spots, bird droppings or even bug splatter or some tree fallout. Tree fallout is acidic, just as acidic as bird droppings and bug splatter. They are all acidic. And if you have it on your car and you don't rinse it away or don't remove it within an hour of the sun coming out, that's going to start to etch into your clear coat or your ceramic coating. Now, there are ways to clean up a ceramic coating. This is one way right here, CarPro Essence Plus. This has a little bit of SiO2, so while it's cleaning up your coating, it's also replenishing some of the SiO2 that it's removing. But it's not an aggressive polish that's going to remove the coating. Here is another option that could be easier for you to get, Megs 83. Use that on a black application pad or the pad right above that, a very soft polishing pad. That'll clean up your coating, and then find the designated topper for that coating. So if you use CarPro, then use CarPro Reload on top of that. That will help fight future water spots, bird droppings, etching from bug splatter. Okay, next, Wade Dees. I already spoke to him earlier, and he has water spotting. He has some serious water spotting on glass. And I first had him try a chemical approach with white vinegar, lemon juice, and then also the next step, McGuire's has a hard spot remover, and none of those worked for him. So the next step, he wants to know if he should then just send it to a professional. The next step that you can try yet, Wade, is CarPro Ceraglass, easily found on Auto Geek, Detailed Image, you name it. And they also have pads that go with it. This is what they look like. These are glass pads. So this is another option, or the very next step of just having you try steps that are the least aggressive and then work your way up. Sorry you had to go through the first two steps without being there and seeing the water spots right in front of me in person. It's kind of hard to show you which direction to go in first, but I wanted you to try the least aggressive method necessary. W.D. Harper just picked up a 2019 GMC Sierra, only 3 months old, and the paint looks in relatively very good shape. What are the steps to keep it that way when it comes to care? First thing I would do is throw on a quality sealant, Class or Jescar Power Lock, or the sealant of your choice. Seal and Shine, perfectly fine. When it comes to washing your vehicle, do a pre-wash first. Pick up a power washer. You can get a 2000 PSI power washer for under $200. You can then hook that up to a low pressure foam cannon and trigger system with the 1.25 orifice, and that will allow you to pre-wash the car, where you can lift, encapsulate, rinse the Sierra free of grit and dust, where you could do a contact wash. I would purchase 5 mitts, get a bucket, throw the 5 mitts in there, get your soapy solution, take 1 mitt, wash the top of the car, another one driver's side, throw it to the side, another one passenger side, front, back. You get the idea. Take care of those mitts later. Just put them to the side. You can wash them and dry them, low heat in your washer and dryer. Rinse that off, and when it comes to drying the car, use a leaf blower or a dedicated car dryer. Those are expensive. Just get yourself a cheap leaf blower. Get as much off of there as you can, and get a high-quality microfiber drying towel. Edgeless, or if it has edge, make sure it's a silk border so it doesn't scuff your car, and put all of those safe practices into play. Pick up some microfibers, 500 GSM, Eagle edgeless, something like that, so if you need to use a quick detailer or put a sealant on, you won't be marring your car. Okay, next, Troy in Georgia has a 2010 black Honda Accord. He has jet seal on it, topped with black wax, and then many layers of P&S beadmaker on top of that. He wants to strip it so he could put an SiO2 coating on there. He wants to know if there's a shampoo that would work. Well, here are two that are very good for traffic film and just wax. Angel Wax Fast Foam, Angel Wax Cleanliness. However, to strip all of that off of there, that really seems like a thick layer. You're going to have to do a light polish. Grab a light or a medium polish and a polish pad, foam pad, non-aggressive, and quickly go over it. That should pick all of that off of there, and then wash it again with, you can also use Purple Power Vehicle and Boat. It's okay, that's average. But if you really want something to strip it quickly as a wash, I recommend those two, Angel Wax Fast Foam and Cleanliness. Jason Lang has his car coated with Quartz UK 3.0. He wants an alternative to CarPro Reset. He heard Meguiar's Hyper Wash is a good alternative. He wants to know my thoughts. Yeah, absolutely. You can go with that if you want an alternative to CarPro Reset. If you want something that goes a step further, that gently cleans and then reinvigorates your coating, you can go with something like the Jade Detox here. This is a ceramic wash. Very gentle yet effective surfactants to clean off that coating, and then a little bit of SiO2 to fill in weak spots if the coating is getting up there, getting a little long in the tooth, a year or two old. Another question on the Quartz UK 3.0 from Andrew. He wants to know if a light polish is enough to remove that. Yeah, a light polish should be all you need to remove that. I wouldn't go anything harsher than that. Go over it with a crisscross pattern that's equal to 2 passes with a light polish and a very light polish pad, and you're good to go to reapply it. I'm assuming you're going to reapply the same thing. Yeah, I don't see anything otherwise. So yeah, just do a quick light polish and you can reapply it. Edward has 2 quick questions. He wants to know if you can apply PPF to headlight after headlight restoration instead of a coating and other protectants. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. That's a fantastic way to protect the headlight if it's a plastic one from chips as well. So you have double protection there. He also wants to know which is the least aggressive pad out of these 2, the Lake Country Orange Light Cut Pad or the Eurofiber 50/50 pad. They both cut about the same, but since the Eurofiber will finish down further, I would pick that one if it's those 2 that you want to choose from. Another question about Quartz. Roberto has Quartz applied to his car. It's coming to the end of its life cycle, about a year left. He wants to know the best way to remove it without being too aggressive. Just grab 3D1. It has just enough bite right out of the gate to quickly remove that coating, and then it will break down into finish abrasives, so you can finish down and give it a nice gloss without having to go over it with multiple steps. So right there's your answer. The next question, Tom wants to know what microfibers I use and for what purpose. We'll start with this one here. This is a short nap. This is just a towel from Ardex here. This is a versatile do-it-all towel, anywhere from interior cleaning to removing stubborn waxes or compound. This guy here is the Eagle Edgeless for softer paints when removing polish or wax or compounds. I'll also use the luxury microfiber. This is a versatile towel that does just about anything for that same purpose. Very soft, very plush, also edgeless. And this guy here I got off of Amazon. A silk border here. This one's very plush. This one does it all. This one's great for, I use this for rinseless washes. It's very absorbent for as thick and plush as it is, and it's great to run along panel, pick up that dirt and grit on a washless, rinseless wash process. Those are just some of the towels that I use. I have a whole bunch. I've ordered different types of towels from different companies to try them out. These here are the guys that I use the most. Okay, good friends, that's going to do it for today's mail call. The questions are coming in fast and furious, and I will do my best to keep up with them. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video. If you're enjoying the content from the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. That will let you know when we have fresh content.